At Crimson, Drew introduces Carly, Crimson's new editor-in-chief, to Nina. Nina gives him a slow clap and says, "Well played." Drew orders Nana out, but Carly wants to know how Nina learned about the insider trading before she does. Nina reveals Olivia's voice carries, especially when discussing secrets. Nina says now that they humbled her, are they finally even? She says she's lost her husband, her daughter, and now her job, for doing something completely legal. Before she leaves, Nina tells Carly they have two things in common. They do anything for their family, and they both know how to settle a score. Drew orders Nina out before he throws her out. Nina tells them the fun is over, as now they have to run a magazine. She says good luck and leaves. Drew can see something is wrong with Carly by the expression on her face. Carly says this win won't be worth it if Crimson tanks, and he's going to have to find someone more experienced to take over. Drew asks Carly why couldn't she love it and want to do it forever. Carly says that wasn't the plan. She was only supposed to fill the chair short term. Drew says they can work together to make this magazine their own. Carly notes she's building a life at Bobby's too. She wants to hold on to that now more than ever. Drew doesn't want her to sacrifice that, but working here could be magical. Carly doesn't know. And what if in time something has to give? Drew says if she has to walk away, they'll support her. But he thinks she'd be amazing running Crimson. Carly says, "We would be amazing. Let's do it. Let's be partners personally and professionally." They kiss. Nina goes into the restroom at the Metro Court and runs into Olivia. Nina says it's been a while since they've seen each other, since everyone found out she was the SEC rat and her husband wasn't. Nina tells Olivia to let her have it, as this day can't get worse. Olivia doesn't want to pile on someone already having a bad day and asks her what happened. Nina tells her about her firing and Carly's hiring a Crimson. Olivia knows that has to hurt. Nina doesn't get her. Why didn't she say anything about knowing the truth when she learned it? Olivia did it to keep the peace. It would have just hurt more people, and she convinced Ned to keep quiet too. Olivia jokes, "Don't feel you have to thank me." Olivia is not okay with the things Nina did, but she still believes that peace is possible. She's suffering a lot of losses, but they don't have to be permanent, and the best thing for her to do is move on gracefully. Nina tells her that she's probably right. Olivia exits, and Nina looks in the mirror and says, if Carly and Drew want a war, they got one. In the deception office, Lucy calls Scott for an update on their operation. Scott says he's meeting Tracy this morning at the Metro Court to tell her the truth. Lucy tries to leave to stop him from doing anything crazy, but is intercepted by Martin. Martin has 2 all-day passes to the Metro Court spa, which she asks to take a rain check on. Martin was hoping to spend time with her, but she says she has so many meetings, and she was just going to grab a bite at the Metro Court. Martin insists on escorting her there. At the Metro Court bar, Tracy asks Scott what he has to tell her. Scott knows she thinks he is shallow, but he believes in justice, and that's why they are here today. He says Lucy has it in for her, and he thought she should know. Scott says he didn't just ask her here to warn her about Lucy. He wanted to check on her and to be her friend. He thinks they should do this again, and Tracy says, "I'm not saying no." Scott orders a bottle of the best champagne. Lucy and Martin grab a table, and Lucy spies on Tracy and Scott across the way. Martin says it's been a hell of a year, and he doesn't want to risk losing her again. Lucy agrees and wants to focus on the future. Martin admits they felt off lately, and he began to wonder if her feelings changed. She wonders why she would think that. He admits he let someone get into his head. He remembers Tracy's warning about Scott and Lucy and catches Lucy staring at Scott and Tracy. Martin says he's suddenly lost his appetite. Lucy apologizes for being distracted, but Tracy has made her life hell lately, so she has to keep an eye on her. Martin demands to know what the hell is going on between her and Scott. Brooklyn, Gregory, and Chase meet to discuss the wedding, and Gregory's part in it. Gregory is happy to help in any way he can. Chase asks his father to officiate their ceremony. Gregory says it would be a privilege, and he's honored by their request, but he has to decline. He says he may not be at his best by then.